Hello, boys or girls, if you are watching. So we have finished the March international break. We just watched a dramatic playoff between Wales and Switzerland. Today I'm going to be covering the Champions League, Europa League quarterfinals, and Cup semi-finals as well. In addition, so this will probably be a 4-hour stream or so. I'm going to try and see if I can get it to 4 hours again. Might not be likely, but we'll see that. No, I can see that working. See it working. But I'll just wait for just wait to sim to the next set of games. So at the moment, of course, we had, what was it now? Why is it when the stream starts and then my concentration goes? We've had the first round of Champions League and Europa League matches. We've had the March international break. We watched some qualifying playoffs. We know who is going to the World Cup from Europe at least. So let's see here. So it's going to be drawn. Everything will be scheduled on July the 9th. Okay. Fixtures and results. Nothing scheduled until July. This is going to be a fun stream. Yeah. Team overview. Does it have everyone? No matches played yet. It's going to wait until the doesn't say who's in this team just yet. Does it? Ah, here we go. Qualified. How many teams is that? Is that everyone? 5, 9, 13, 17, 21. I still think a few teams that are, yeah, that's not 30. Some teams have gone through. This won't be a thing for some time because I've got to wait until we get to that World Cup, obviously, and then we can watch it. But you can see a lot of great sides, a lot of great countries in the World Cup now. Sadly, no Serbia, like in real life. I assume some teams are already through. Some teams are yet to go through qualifiers. So World Cup playoff. See if there's here's some playoffs. Chile against New Zealand, Saudi Arabia against Jamaica. Oh, these seem interesting. I might stream these two. Obviously, two-legged. I assume there's going to be what was I going to say? There's going to be some away goals. Considering there. So here's the qualifiers for the African teams. So, Tunisia beat Algeria. Oh man, the Africa Cup of Nations champions not going through. Senegal beat Cameroon. Mali just held off Congo. Ghana against Nigeria. Oh wow. So those are the teams going through. Morocco knocking out Egypt. Yeah, that's incredible. So these guys couldn't do it in the end. Oh wow. They lost at home, Nigeria. That's remarkable. Ah, Slimani nearly got a goal. That's scary. I just want to have a look at this one, actually. Oh, that is so rough. Tunisia playing that very defensive, but very effective 4-3-2-1 system. I like the 4-3-2-1. It's very pragmatic, but it gets the job done. I feel that system will come back more and more in modern football. I can see a route for it. You have a hard-working midfield, all the creative freedom to the fullbacks. There's so much emphasis on fullbacks, just give it to the fullbacks. And two attacking midfielders behind, so all your creativity is behind, obviously a lone striker, but they can join the attack, or a midfielder can go forward and join the attack. So Matthew Lowton could be going to Montreal. Matthew Lowton's such an underrated player. I guess I watched his goal against. I can't remember when he was at Villa, that crazy volley from outside the box that won them the match, like in the 90th minute or something. I guess I watched that goal too many times, but he is a good fullback. Very solid. Very important in a system like Burnley's. Let me guess, Sean Dyche is getting sacked in this save at some point. Because I remember in FM20 he got sacked. Burnley got some good owners and he took them to nearly got them to the final of the Europa League, Sean Dyche, in one of the saves. Oh well, Lowton could be going to Kansas City. So you've got Garrido in charge of. Okay, while it continues saving, I'm just going to make sure I'm streaming. Yeah, I'm streaming. That's good. Max Kilman in talks with New York City. That'd be a waste if Max Kilman went to America that early. No, of course we've got our game is saving again. Shock. How can it be shock? Oh, Bochum beating Hoffenheim. Look at the Bundesliga. Wow, there's still a chase on. Wow. Dortmund could still potentially get it. Could still potentially get a result against, yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's exciting. I hope they do it. Got lots of fixtures left, obviously. 14th of May is the concluding date of the save of the season for these guys. Did they play each other? Yeah, they do. The Klassiker, big Der Klassiker on the 23rd. Well, that could be the end for Dortmund, knowing how these things go. So we're coming up to the first quarter-finals in the Champions League in 2022. Joachim Low could be sacked. Lol. So for the quiet thing to the stream, I'm just saving my energy. We're finally at the 5th of April now. Atletico Madrid taking on Juventus. Not Zebra, Juventus. So in 7th in Serie A, damn. Has Low changed his formation? No. And they lost to Napoli at home. Yeah, they've lost to Real Madrid. Real Madrid have absolutely flattened them. Serie A, please don't tell me Zebras. Oh wow, it's dead even. It's dead even between these two guys. Let me have a look. Let me just see just want to see where they go, which results they got. Because from what I can gather, did they beat Zebra? Yeah, they lost 1-0 at home to Roma. So that's huge. If they lost 1-0, then it could well be. Yeah, they get to play each other, aren't they? There's a huge fixture coming up, isn't there, for these guys? Let me just have a look. When do these guys play each other? That's a big one. Roma and Milan. Oh, this is it. Huge fixture. Obviously I won't watch it, but the 1st of May. Zebra take. I'm obviously not. No, I won't watch it because I don't want to influence league matches like I want. I'll influence much smaller matches. And as I said, there's so many league matches we could watch loads, and the streams would take ages to do. Like it would take months to do a year's worth of games if I wanted to. Roma against Zebra, that is huge. Zebra have to win that game as good as. If they draw, Roma get their head-to-head. Villas Boas in charge of Fiorentina here. Atletico Madrid taking on Zebra. I literally just a moment ago said it was Juventus. It is Manchester United against Paris Saint-Germain. There was the other one. That's too tantalising. Depending on the result of this game, I'll watch the other one. In real life, both of these two teams are dysfunctional. I didn't know which one would go through. They're both really rubbish at the moment. But we have. As one of the officials wanders into the middle of the field. Maybe that is allowed. Atletico versus Juventus. 4-4-2 for Juventus? Yeah, you bet. Good attacking four, really. Although I am worried about that midfield. It's quite imbalanced. Locatelli and Rabiot is a very balanced two-man midfield, but maybe they need a third guy in there. Locatelli to Rabiot. Cuadrado into Morata. Denies across it. Rabiot. Locatelli, Savic gets to it before Chiesa. Now it's Griezmann. Atletico trying to lead a break. Hector Herrera. Savic gets it upfield. Koke. Felipe. Jeffrey Kondogbia. João Felix dropping deep. Great run from Felix here. He's teed up Griezmann. Fine save, Szczesny. What a ball from João Felix. Right into the feet of Antoine Griezmann. Koke to take the corner. But a wonderful stop because it was low and straight into the corner and he just got down to save. Felix back towards Griezmann. It's with Jimenez though. Koke switches it to Felix who aimed for Griezmann, but in the end it was blocked up by De Ligt. Really, really sweet little soft ball into Antoine Griezmann there. No out-and-out striker, but they're doing their job. 23rd minute now. Lerdi with the throw-in. Lerdi, of course, of Atletico Madrid. At one stage. Rabiot intercepted by Kondogbia. That was very weary from Rabiot. It's over the top for Griezmann. Great ball. Antoine Griezmann has scored. Los Colchoneros lead in the Metropolitano. No away goals, of course. But a huge statement from the Spanish side. Leading the Bianconeri here. Griezmann at the second time of asking has taken a chance. This time a wonderful ball over the top. From Jeffrey Kondogbia of the Central African Republic. A left footer. A left only. Wow. Very, very excellent midfielder. I really rate Kondogbia. It's sad that Simeone is having to play him as a centre-back in real life because there's so many injuries in his defence. And who was the other guy? And of course Griezmann's left-footed. None of the centre-backs are left-footed. And who's left-footed here? Thomas Lemar left-footed. Emoso is, many feel, is very important to Atleti. His left-footedness, meaning it's easier to play out the back. So yeah, 2 good shots from Griezmann. And apparently had another one saved, so he's kind of been wasteful today. But still plenty of opportunities for Atleti. I'd be astonished if Atleti made the semi-finals. I'd be astonished if Zebra made the semi-finals. Both of these teams on paper are not good enough to make the semi-finals of the Champions League. Both of them have real issues. Like Zebra's very against a certain opposition, they can just shut them out, do their job, but against bigger teams, they're going to get found out. They're out of the title race already, which is, if you're tired of their dominance, it's going to be very satisfying. So much lag again. Bonucci got a yellow. Here we are, 69th minute. Leonardo Bonucci. Juventus completely stumped so far. Cavani! Really nice try from distance. Good ball from Cuadrado. Picking out Cavani, who had space and tried his luck from distance. And it drifted wide. And it's 2-1. Manchester United come from behind. If I'll probably watch the second leg of the United PSG tie there. Cuadrado to take this corner. Major outlet of creativity for the Italian side. McKennie! And João Felix was on the line to save Atletico's clean sheet and 1 goal advantage. Felipe intercepts. What an opportunity it was. Manuel Locatelli nodded it into the American Western McKennie. And João Felix, who nearly set up the opening goal, instead it was Kondogbia, was there on the line. An absolutely essential clearance. And now Atletico will go to the Allianz in Turin with a cushion, and Juventus will be chasing, and they will have to because of a better attacking show if they are to go to the Champions League semi-finals. Manchester United against Paris Saint-Germain is certainly the one I will be watching. Paris Saint-Germain scored first at Old Trafford, but Marcus Rashford's bracing means that they are behind in the tie. And now we finally arrive as Real Madrid face Manchester City. Yeah, it's clear that playing Sabitzer in that double pivot with Kimmich doesn't work, does it? And Manchester United took advantage. Yeah, Bayern shouldn't. Yeah, Nagelsmann knows well enough that Kimmich is at his very best, deeper in midfield, playmaking and winning the ball and everything. Real Madrid against Manchester United. Fede Valverde in for Casemiro, interestingly. Carvajal at left back. It'll be Dybala's free kick. Grealish! Carvajal with a big block. Flag up against Laporte, but it did look as though, here we go, 9 minutes gone. Dybala with a huge chance created. And Carvajal was there to clear it away. Both teams playing 4-3-3. What a chance. I wish you got higher aim for blocking shots from big chances too. Yeah, where is Casemiro? Eden Hazard on the bench, wow. So sad how he's fallen. Karim Benzema. So Vinicius. Kroos. Carvajal obviously on the left side. Has to switch it to his right foot. Kroos. Valverde. To Eder Militão. Vasquez. Valverde's floated ball into Vinicius. Flag goes up, but the referee will check. 35th minute. And the goal, he was onside. He did appear onside. Valverde's excellent through ball as Vinicius timed his run to perfection. Against Kyle Walker, it appeared to be playing him onside. It was Walker and a couple of other players. And it is Madrid who are in front, even though the XG has suggests that they don't deserve the lead, but they've taken their chance. Kevin De Bruyne. Oh! I don't know if that hit the post because of the inevitable lag. Look at the XG there. Real Madrid took their chance. Manchester City have had many without converting so far. They've got Florian Grillitsch. Florian Grillitsch would be a great signing. Florian Grillitsch is a fantastic player. Carvajal receives yellow. So, after all that said, Real Madrid go into the half-time break with the lead. Vinicius with comfortably the best chance of the night so far. For Los Blancos, Grealish had a really good opportunity denied by Dani Carvajal. No, not that one. Match stats we want. Yes. Yeah, City had two clear-cut chances now. They've struck the woodwork. I assume that was De Bruyne's free kick. Let's look at the other match. And of course, Liverpool lead in their tie against AC Milan. Could be that Bayern and City, arguably the two favourites in the Champions League this season, are in real trouble. Bayern, of course, eliminated by Manchester United. Courtois. Intercepted by Ruben Dias. Dias now Grealish. And here's Raheem Sterling. Good save, Courtois. Camavinga takes the place of Luka Modric. Hazard on for Marco Asensio. Rodri replaced Fernandinho. Kyle Walker's pass is good. Kevin De Bruyne. Now Sterling. Rodri. Here's, I believe, Ferland Mendy. It's away. Eden Hazard downfield. Eduardo Camavinga. Valverde. Karim Benzema. Soft ball into Hazard. It's 2. He snuck it under Ederson. Madrid with a comfortable lead in the Bernabeu. Another great ball forward from Valverde. Hazard knocked it down to Benzema in a simple 1-2. And in a crisply dispatched shot under Ederson. An incredibly professional performance from Real Madrid tonight. Mendy's won it. Sterling. De Bruyne. Laporte. Grealish. Grealish down for Raheem Sterling. Dybala! Dybala scores. And he wants the ball. There are 12 minutes left. Possibly for City to equalise here. Sterling's ball across the box for the Argentine to rifle home. Trent Alexander-Arnold has doubled Liverpool's lead. Curtis Jones injured. And City would definitely be in trouble, but for the away goals rule. A win at the Etihad could change everything. Still, but the game is not over. We're still in the 86th minute. There could be more in the goals in this match, more for Real Madrid even. We've definitely sat back since scoring that second goal. Walker, forward now. It's De Bruyne, 2-2. City's momentum has only increased over this game. And Real Madrid did enough at first. They were comfortably taking charge of this first leg. But City kept finding more gears. And now from 2-0 down, they lead and will make the second leg the equivalent of a one-off cup tie at the Etihad. Six minutes played. No time for Real Madrid to add to their lead. An exceptional game. City had a couple of really good chances which they couldn't take. But they kept pressing and they kept pushing. Eventually they came good. From 2 down, they still have a great chance to go through to the semi-finals now. The shot mouth is refusing to show things properly. Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne hitting the woodwork. Yeah, that was 0.4 XG, sure. This game can be so weird sometimes. So obviously that's the game we'll watch. Really exciting first leg here. And it is still all to play for Real Madrid, but they have to defend even better than they did tonight if they are to have a chance of going through to the last 4 for the second year running. Now it's the Europa League. Lukaku banned for one match. What did he do? Is it a yellow card limit? Oh. Chelsea lost. Oh, okay. What happened here? No, he played a 5-2-3 in certain games. 5-2-3 against Brentford, Hull City, and Leyton Orient. Yeah, he still won. They still won 4-0 against Burnley despite losing Lukaku. How do they play? Kovacic and Chalobah in the middle. Christensen, Hudson-Odoi, Pulisic, Julian Alvarez. Loads of chances created. Oh, there was a Carabao Cup tie, but I can't see. I will say who was in the shoot. Oh, wow, what a shootout. These are the penalty takers. Chilwell and Cope both missed. A comfortable win over Brentford. Sorry, we were looking at Hull City. They play the same sort of thing. So who did they pick as their wide men? Josh McGinnis. George Honeyman. Mount and Havertz as wingers. Okay. Yeah, that's a very popular formation in this game, I think. I've seen people get very successful using the 5-2-3 wides. Sorry, I was going to look at this, wasn't I? I wanted to see the formation. Why did they play the way they did? Burmo. I can't believe Rangers pulled off that win against Sevilla. They're in the Europa League quarters. Haha. So that's the players already trying to head back down the tunnel. Monaco with that 4-4-2, which Kovac likes to play. And Lazio with a 4-3-3, with arguably their strongest 11. Isai and Lazari attacking fullbacks, Luis Felipe and Shebek and centre-backs, Reina in goal. That same midfield that they played so many games under Inzaghi. Immobile at 9, of course, and then Anderson and Pedro out wide, off the woodwork. Golovin again. Gelson, Ben Yedder. Monaco leads in the 17th minute for the services of Wissam Ben Yedder. It rings off the woodwork. Dizazi kept it in play. Golovin played it all the way across the box. Gelson Martins nodded it down. And Wissam Ben Yedder with a tap-in. Golovin playing in central midfield. He normally plays that wide, doesn't he? And Volland and Ben Yedder up top. Pavlovic, he's a very sought after centre, but he will be, according to FM, he's going to be a great player in the future, and you will watch out for him. Nubel in goal. 2 former Bayern Munich keepers in today's game. Nubel, of course, may still play for Bayern in the future. It's just he's got a still world-class Manuel Neuer to deal with. Chouameni, Golovin, Diatta. Evading the challenges, it's Kevin Volland, it's intercepted though. Ciro Immobile. Pedro. Isai overlapping here. Pedro still going forward. Aguilar has got the ball off him in the end. Pavlovic. Caio Henrique. Another good interception. Pedro with a great ball. Ciro Immobile. Good save, new ball. Great reflexes to catch the ball from that position. Ball from Monaco, originally from Ben Yedder, and then a great through ball into Immobile from Pedro. And in the end, a good save. An important save from Nubel as Aguilar's fitness has collapsed. You can see him coming off at some point. Mark Roca at Lazio now. Surprised he hasn't had more games over Lucas Leiva. Lucas Leiva, as I say, that gets yellow. Slowly coming up to half time. In the first minute of the 2 of stoppage time that have been added here. Acerbi mops it up. Acerbi tries to get it downfield, but it's only out to Caio Enrique. Pavlovic. Golovin. 30 seconds of the first half still to play. Volans through ball. Crepin Diatta here. Lazzari can clear it off the line. Incredible. Lazzari with an unbelievable goal line clearance to prevent Monaco from doubling their leads. Diatta's chip. And Lazzari just got it over. Phenomenal. Try to let me see the XG here. Supposedly it's not recorded in XG. That was absolutely going in. Lazzari doesn't get credited for it. That's 7.5, not a 6.5. Delivery from Luis Alberto and over the bar from Acerbi. Powerful, powerful header. Just couldn't control it quite enough there. And Jibril Sabide, World Cup winner, of course. Still 29 years old. And Sabide has come on for Aguilar, who was very tired in the end. Luis Alberto's corner. And I think Luis Felipe heads it over the bar. Another opportunity gone for the Italian side. Dizazi to Chouameni. Jocelyn Martins. Sabide. Golovin, Chouameni. Jocelyn Martins. Alexander Nouveau. Pavlovic. Enrique. It was meant for Diatta, but it's with Lazzari whose goal line clearance is why it's only 1-0 so far this match, but Lazzari crosses. Ciro Immobile's in the centre. There it is, the equaliser. Lazio level it up. And they were due to come into this game eventually. And haven't they? With a goal. Sometimes a team can threaten after going 1-0 down and never being able to score. But Lazzari, arguably Lazio's player of the game, prevented a goal and now has created one. incredibly influential. 20 minutes still to play. Sure, Immobile penalty taken supposedly 18 to 20. Not for sale though. No, I can imagine that. Pace is good, fitness is good, work rate's good. Positioning 1 to 4 low. Actually, positioning isn't really important for centre forwards in this game. Luis Alberto. Oh, good save. Tap in for Lazzari. It's given. And Lazio, who were nearly 2-0 down at this end of the grounds earlier tonight, now leads the Monegasques in their own stadium. Lazzari with a nervy save, but he couldn't get to the rebounds. Lazzari squeezed it in. Caio Enrique. Volans. Fofana's cross. Sidibe's header. Doesn't look like it will be Monaco's night now. There's the whistle. Lazio, although the chance creation suggests that they were the better team anyway, it feels like they've stolen the win somewhat tonight. Manuel Lazzari did so much of it. First, blocking what should have been a goal on the line. And then creating one for his team, the equaliser, and then finally scoring the winner in the 80th minute. Bide collecting yellow for a challenge. The resigning free kick from Luis Alberto, forcing a good save from Alexander Nubel. And then finally, after everything, a rebound into the path of Manuel Lazzari, which was the winner in the end. And I will watch the return of that. The other games look like they're out of sight as well. So I watched back-to-back games in Madrid. That's crazy. Slowly rolling up towards April 12th. So so they are the some cup semi-finals immediately after these next to the games. So Leicester against Wolves. Is that That's the Copa del Rey final between Atletico against Barcelona. Yeah. And then there'll be a cup semi-final second leg Zebra against Atalanta. Libertadores Barbosa still scoring. I assume that's still for Flamengo. Eddie Nketiah. For whom, man? Oh, Eddie Nketiah plays for... He still plays for Arsenal. Wow, he's worth 19 million. I'm not sure about that. His finishing is definitely better than 14. They seem to have a different idea of what Nketiah is good at. Can supposedly play in any striker system. Wow, he actually plays full time for Arsenal and is doing okay. How are Arsenal in the Premier League right now? Still under Arteta? 4th. See, is it City on top then? No, Liverpool. Things you love to see. Projanecki. I didn't know he was in management. Dean Smith, very insecure. Precarious for Joachim Low, so it is going to be 3 managers now. Insecure, very insecure. Precarious. I think that's hilarious. So literally, like, he's like a couple of games away from the sack. What game will get him sacked then? He will be sacked because they're not getting this. I imagine it's going to be that cup semi-final. That said, they did win 1-0 at home, so could be it goes differently this time. But if he loses the Cagliari, say that's it, he's gone. Joachim Low would never go for a job like that in real life. I just can't see it. So, it's a cup tie, 90 minutes, 120 minutes even. It is simply a one-off quarter-final tie. 2-2 in Madrid. There will be a winner, and it will simply be decided by the result tonight. The rest of the tie is irrelevant. Both playing the same 4-3-3 system. Casemiro back in the side. 3rd minute. Seems to be 4th minute. Walker to Laporte. Rodri. Squirts one into De Bruyne. De Bruyne across the box. Sterling! And Courtois, I think, got hands on that. Stabbed in by Raheem Sterling to give City the early lead. Kevin De Bruyne out wide, as usual, with a lovely cross. Hit first time and into the net. No error for Courtois. It didn't look like an error, it just looked like it was a powerful strike, or maybe it took a deflection. It just looked like Courtois got hands to that. Kyle Walker with the throw in, 10th minute here. Kyle Walker. De Bruyne. Hazard's finding Benzema, and now here's Vinicius Jr. I think in a moment could show just how tricky he is. Kroos finding Benzema though, goes for goal and has equalised. But the flag may have gone up here. No, goal is ruled out. Benzema was offside. Fractions in it. Really lovely ball from Toni Kroos regardless. Just want to see what the XG for Sterling's goal is. If it will let me. As usual, it's not letting me look at it. Yeah, do what you like, yeah. Laporte. De Bruyne. All the way back to Edison. Ruben Dias. Grealish. Walker. Bernardo Silva. Nice ball into Sterling. Nodded down to De Bruyne. Good save, Courtois. Belgium's finest players. Putting in good displays this evening. Ruben Dias' header. Flies over. .26 XG in the end, and that header from Dias, was it? No, that can't have been it. And Kevin De Bruyne shot from outside the box is saved. Okay. Jack Grealish playing as a central midfielder. Not sure about that. Not yet, anyway. Kevin De Bruyne. It's Silva! Another important save. And an offside flag is given. Casemiro gets a yellow. De Bruyne's been absolutely everywhere today. We've only played half an hour. The players on the bench, obviously Grealish. I think he's a very underrated midfielder. Shea Charles. Another De Bruyne delivery. And it could have been another assist. Rodri with another header. CJ Egan-Riley, who is a right back who can cover as a midfielder, or vice versa. Darko Gyabi. Don't know who that is. Bernardo's gotten it off Vinicius. But Vinicius pings it downfield, but straight back to Edison, who read that all the way. Mendy. Rodri. Grealish. Trying to find a ball through the lines. He's found Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker could go through on goal here. Courtois. Absolutely importantly blots it out. It's incredible that City haven't gone 2-0 up here on the night. De Bruyne. Vallejo gets in the way crucially. Jesus Vallejo. Is he at Madrid or is he? I don't know, man. That guy has struggled so much to perform at just about any club he's been to. Whether he's loaned out, just own goals, errors leading to goals. He misses sitters if he's on the other end of the pitch. Nothing can go right for that guy, poor fella. Jesus Vallejo, and a really good save from Courtois again. And there is the half-time whistle. Walker shot, I think that's still on .16 XG. Vinicius has picked up a yellow. We're 3/4 of the way through this tie. But Real Madrid need 1 goal. And we'll have another 30 minutes. Militão. To Vinicius. Kroos. Vinicius into Federico Valverde. All alone. It glances the post. And Madrid's best chance of the night is missed. Maybe that was the moment where they seized control of the quarter-final. Vinicius, Alaba, Militão, Kroos, Benzema, Dias, into Dybala. Hasn't really featured in many of the big attacks for City so far. Silva, Grealish, Ederson. So Grealish, really risky pass in the dangerous area. He's found Kevin De Bruyne here. Dybala. Nearly the end of the quarter-final there. Could be City need 1 more goal. And it's all over. And over the course of the tie, remember, they've come from 2-0 down. 3-2 up on aggregate. Let me just look at those other City subs. So you've got Darko Gyabi here. 18 years old. Central midfielder. And Shay Charles from Northern Ireland. Central defender / midfielder. I like how a lot of these guys are like hybrids. They can play in all sorts of positions, very versatile. Like João Cancelo is obviously a bit like that too. What a great player he is. What an exciting player he is. Such a fantastic sort of... He really fits the label of total football, does Cancelo. Really good player. And at first he just looked naff at City. And then Pep started to really push him into that inverted fullback role, and look at him now. Here he comes. He's come on for Ferland Mendy. I still haven't checked what's happened to Benjamin Mendy. I won't say any more about that. Bernardo Silva's got a 5.9. Ow. And is replaced by Jesus. '83rd minute. Here's Vinicius. Downfield. Jesus intercepts it. Paulo Dybala. Just finding support. Gets it back to Cancelo, who will want to play another quick forward pass. Laporte. João Cancelo. Grealish. Gabriel Jesus releasing Walker. Dybala. A massive miss from the Argentine. Unbelievable. Massive opportunity. Real Madrid still have 5 minutes to equalise. Kroos. It's mopped up by Dybala. Another break for City. Another chance for them. They hope to kill this quarter-final. Jesus finds Sterling. No. Unbelievable again. They just won't be denied. Dias down for Dybala. Laporte. Grealish. That's to pick a passing option as opposed to shooting. Grealish's ball. Jesus out by Militão. It's still not over. Rodrigo. Ruben Dias playing in a very wide area. Cancelo. Good hold-up work from Dybala. And Jesus freeing up Sterling, but for the incredible heroics of Courtois. Disallowed goal, it says, for Jesus. One and a half minutes left. Valverde. Again, another easy retention of possession for City. De Bruyne to Jesus. Grealish. Kyle Walker. And Sterling! There it is. It's Manchester City's semi-final. They've finally seen off the threat of El Merengue. They have been the better team through all of tonight. Great cross. And Sterling nods it in, beating Courtois, who looks like he collided with a goalpost. Hope he's okay there. Instantly some substitutions made. It's wrapped up. City are through. Winning 2-0 on the night. A 4-2 aggregate win. Raheem Sterling at the double. For the second time in 3 years, Manchester City have seen off Real Madrid to progress to the knockout stages. In fact, the aggregate win was identical. And the aggregate scoreline identical to a couple of years ago. 4-2. City won home and away there. They've drawn and won in their two fixtures. Tomorrow, Paris Saint-Germain against United, and Zebra have to beat Atletico. We'll be watching PSG at the Parc des Princes taking on Manchester United. Can they finally get revenge for a few years ago? Of course, it was PSG's win over Man United that effectively knocked them out in the Champions League groups last year. But maybe they still want to revenge for that 8th final tie a few years ago, where astonishingly City were able to knock out Paris Saint-Germain via the away goals rule, which won't apply, of course. Here we are. Looks like it's Gini Wijnaldum, Verratti and Paredes is the midfield. And United have also gone for 4-3-3 under Ernesto Valverde. Yeah, Wijnaldum is the... Yeah. Neymar at 9, okay. And Marquinhos is a right back. FM thinks he's a right back. This is mad. Gini Wijnaldum. This game has been no highlights, right? Absolutely non-existent. And Felix has scored from the spot, so I'm glad I've not watched that game, because it looks way more likely there's going to be action in this one. That said, 3 yellow cards for PSG, although similar level of fouls, it's probably an even game, right? Although United with 3 shots on target. 4 yellow cards now. Lionel Messi next. So go in the book. Felix Brick is the is the referee for this fixture. Wilmar Barrios takes over from William Carvalho. Locatelli has equalised on the night for Zebra. Very even game, could go either way this. Herrera takes the place of Verratti, and I think there was a Cardia came on, I don't know for whom. Pogba, Barrios, Harry Maguire, Varane, Ronaldo to Bruno Fernandes, and Mendes sweeps it up. Donnarumma with a long ball, but it can only find Varane. Barrios, Pogba. It's Jadon Sancho now. Great ball to Marcus Rashford. It's in. Manchester United are in front at the Parc des Princes, just as they were at Old Trafford. 3-1 on aggregate. And PSG absolutely have to win. And they have to find at least 2 goals in order to keep in touch. Morata put Juventus back in front with a penalty, but Correa has responded. What a game that is. I might actually have missed out on something fun there. Each with a penalty there. Kimpembe. Herrera. Di Maria. Idrissa Gueye. Here's Mauro Icardi. De Gea saves. Corner. United took their best chance of the night. PSG could not. But a corner taken by Di Maria. It's made by Paul Pogba, I believe. And a lovely ball, of course, from Idrissa Gueye to Icardi. Set up by Herrera and Di Maria on the way. Putting all the pressure on United, but I don't think there is time now for the 2 goals they'll need to have a chance of progressing. Still 2-2 in Turin. And that's it. Manchester United were pushed, but they were still able to strike. 1 goal across 2 legs for PSG. And Pochettino's job is surely under even more scrutiny than it otherwise would have been. Zebra have bowed out against Atletico Madrid. And she puts Coyote out for season. Henderson struck by injury. Ziyech suffers injury. Haha. Which club got her? Didn't get injuries, I wonder. Title race heads to the wire. Still 3 points. They keep winning these games. This is incredible. Ventura sacks. Monaco must win in Rome. A draw would put them out. Immediately cut out by Milinkovic-Savic. Ciro Immobile feeding Pedro here. Oh, they appear to apparently strike the bar. Did that? No, just wise. As Lozano instantly puts Napoli ahead in the second leg. They were already way in front. It's a 4-4-2 diamond today for Lazio. And a 4-4-2 flat for Monaco. Just do it the other way around though. Of course, this is a cup tie, Villarreal Rangers, but I fully expect Villarreal to go through. Luis Alberto's corner. Acerbi! On the quarter-hour mark. Francesco Acerbi's header puts Lazio into a 3-1 lead. They look well set for the last four here. Luis Alberto with an assist. Competitions are on. Libertadores. Okay. And Serie B. Oh, Jordan got injured. Luis Alberto. Pedro. In the end, the set piece doesn't really work for Lazio. They've had to play it all the way back to their fullbacks. Ramos. Lazzari. Sukani headed away. Marusic. They're not done. Then give it Savic. Lucas. Sehi. Acerbi. Luis Felipe. I know it says Ramos, but I'm saying Luis Felipe so people don't think it's Sergio Ramos. Even if he's at PSG. In the game anyway. Zaccagni. Great ball through to Pedro. He's round the keeper and it's 2-0. Wonderful playmaking. And Monaco are in need of a miracle. Another great ball. Immobile. Luis Alberto. Around to Pedro. It's Immobile! And Dizazi with an enormous block. Feels it will be inconsequential in the end. But once again, in this tie. Last-ditch defending and heroics coming to the fore. Hadji has given Rangers the lead in Spain. Dizazi. Chibrozadibe. Ben Yedder. Vollen wins that. Fofana. That's doing very well to control the spaces here. Ben Yedder to Sidibe. They really want this into Lazio's box, do Monaco. Gelson Martins goes for the cross. Chouameni, but Acerbi beat him to it in the air. And Zucchini downfield here. Zucchini, Ciro Immobile, he's free. Newbold prevents it from 3-0. Luis Alberto's delivery. Volland beats it out for the throw-in. Ilira Mendy injured, oh no. There's no question that the tie is over now. Not just because it's 4-1, but because the XG for Monaco is so weak. Oh, Zubimendi has given Sociedad the lead in Germany, which means that would be heading for extra time and penalties as things stand. Marisic's throw-in. Immobile. There's Pedro. Lucas Leiva! What a screamer. And what a way in the first minute of the second half to clinch your team's place in the semi-finals of the Europa League. We've come to expect these from the Brazilian midfielder. But an incredible display of technical ability on the volley. Gerard Moreno equalises for Villarreal. Paulinho has scored for Sporting, but I don't think that will really matter in the end, that one. Borna Barisic sees red in what is essentially a cup tie here, Villarreal against Rangers. Schorloff has scored for Sociedad. There's not been so much in the way of action since Leiva struck. He comes off for Mark Roca. Complacent Mark Roca, and Leiva was fired up by feedback. Nazari's throw to Ciro Immobile. Jacobs, a good tackle, but it's back with Lazio and Luis Alberto. Lazari. Zucchini. Milinkovic-Savic. Pedro! Really good save again. The way he managed to direct enough power on that from Milinkovic-Savic's header is so impressive. Ciro Immobile's through ball. Here's Pedro. It's 4. You have to remember that Lazio conceded the first goal of this tie. Monaco scored first in the first leg. And since then, Lazio have managed 6 now without reply from Monaco. It has been incredibly hard to take for the French side. The last French side left in this competition. And with Atletico Madrid, Manchester City, Manchester United and Liverpool in the semi-finals of the Champions League, it means that they are the last French team left in the European competitions, at least the Europa and Champions League, and they will be going home now. Roca to Acerbi. Acerbi back to Pepe Reina. Luis Felipe. A comprehensive win for SS Lazio. Lazzari. Anderson. Felipe Anderson. Pedro again tries to get a header. Deflected cross for Milinkovic-Savic. Sidibe gets his head to it. Radu. It's a really bendy ball. Fielded by Newborn, no problem. Sidibe. Sofiane Diop. Blotted out by Cataldi. Here's Milinkovic-Savic. And here's Ciro Immobile. Now, was he onside? Referee Martin Atkinson consulting VAR. It's given. Ciro Immobile's wonderful goal-scoring season continues. His 22nd of the year. I'm not sure if that is indeed for Lazio. Just for Lazio, whether that's also with the national team, but either way, it's so impressive. 32 years young, you could say, for Ciro Immobile. Caio Henrique, Kevin Volland, Diatta. Fofana! Of course, once the shot's taken, then it speeds up to normal. Oh my gosh, Sociedad 3-0 up against Leverkusen and Villarreal leading late against Rangers. It's all over. 5-0 win in the end, it was. Sheer dominance from Lazio. It's a 7-1 win. Comprehensive demolition. The end for French sides in the Champions League and Europa League. Napoli is also through from Italy and 2 Spanish sides, so it will be a fight between Spanish and Italian sides the remainder of this competition. And Napoli and Lazio will only play each other off. So it will be an all-Italian semi-final and an all-Spanish semi-final. Sad that there's just been one penalty shootout to the side of things. Some might say that's a good thing. Now we'll watch the Spanish tie. I don't think I've given enough attention to Spanish clubs in this save. I guess because I feel Barcelona and Madrid will always win. And in the FM20 save, Madrid was winning everything in the end. They did the financial fair play didn't apply to them, so they were buying just whomever they liked. It was so frustrating. It's fun when you're doing it, when you're in control of that, but when you watch the AI take whomever they like, oh man, that's tiring. That's difficult. Dean Smith's position as manager under threat. Mendy out injured. Oh, losing tonight by late goal by Forest. Sheffield are re-promoted back up to the First Division. I don't know who's in charge, whether it's Jokanovic or someone else now. Oh, Gundogan could be leaving City. Looks like he will. Oh, now Bayern have drawn with Bielefeld. Dortmund can... Oh my gosh, Dortmund didn't win a match recently? What happened here? It must have been very recent. But now points can separate those two sides, and it gives Dortmund even more initiative to win their game. Barcelona taking on Atletico Madrid in a Spanish Cup final. Same formation as you'd expect from Xavi, and to a less extent from Simeone this year. Lemar and Felix up top for Atleti. Coutinho. Coutinho, who's our favour, and Aguero, who of course has retired from football. And it's in! Is it? No! Huge miss from Busquets. Jordi Alba swung it in. And Busquets fully unmarked. And sliced it right. He doesn't score so often, does Busquets, but that was a chance he surely would have wanted to put away there. Lemar into Felipe. Just over the bar. Suddenly huge chances at both ends. Uber Eats. Okay. Imagine if that was Michael Bradley still playing. As Inter are... Wow. Zebra 4-1 win over Spezia, of course. Spezia were in the top 4 at one stage, weren't they? Dominant win for Inter. No, not for Inter. They come back, and I guess that if Lowe's still in charge, that really is a must-win game, yeah. It's 0-0 between these two sides, although Barcelona have looked more likely to score. Busquets' chance was 0.3 in the end. Really big chance. Atletico struggling to break into Barcelona's box, certainly. No Griezmann on the bench and no Luis Suarez. Jordi Alba to Longley. That's the attention of, I think that's for Sholico, but Barcelona maintain possession. Here's Alba. Busquets. Mingueza. Pedri. It's in. Into the roof. Mingueza finding Pedri. And it's high into the roof of the net. Over Oblak. a due result for Barcelona, who have been far the dominant side in chance creation so far in this match. Although Alba looks like he could be injured. Lamar also. Both of those players clearly struggling for fitness. I imagine Cunha or Correa will come on for Lamar. And in the place of, well, they don't really have a lot of players who can substitute for Alba here. Musa Wage. Oh, and they have Dani Alves as well. But Musa Wage takes the place of Jordi Alba. Thomas Lamar replaced by Angel Correa. Kondogbia replacing Rodrigo de Paul. Alves is on. Koke. 70th minute. Away by Longley. For Shalako. From fullback back to Koke. Savic. Kondogbia. Yannick Carrasco free. Oh! Really good try. Piqué. To Busquets. Intercepted by Carrasco. Felix. Herrera. Over the top for Correa. He was offside. Or was he? Looked like he was off when he broke through and eventually volleyed it over the bar. Not sure why it's a clear-cut chance when it is merely just an offside there, honestly. Guerrero comes off injured. Memphis Depay replaces the Argentine. One thing that's annoying about this game is it's very hard to figure out who the captain is in this side. Barcelona minutes away from glory. Memphis Depay. Very long pause here. Depay. Well over. Barcelona have triumphed. Barcelona, who lost the Supercopa España emphatically to Real Madrid, have pit Atletico Madrid to the trophy. I don't know who it is. I don't think names come up here. The Blaugrana ticker tape rains down on the pitch. Barcelona triumphant here. Their second consecutive triumph in this competition. And the cynics, the rivals, will say that is at least the Europa League sewing up. Barcelona, Atletico Madrid and Real all embroiled in a very tight fight for the title. Sevilla just an outsider here. Just have an outside chance. As improbable as that may sound. Leicester City in an FA Cup semi-final. Of course, there was a semi-final yesterday, I believe, in the game. But I wanted to watch the Copa del Rey final because it felt more respectable, and I wouldn't be so biased, of course. And here it is. In the end, it was an extra time winner from Divock Origi to beat Chelsea. So Liverpool are in the FA Cup final. They might even win a treble because they are in a position where they can still win the league too. Really close game in the end. Yeah, City in front, but Liverpool have the game in hand. Still there's a chance for Chelsea and even Arsenal and Spurs. United look like they'll be stuck in 6th, so Manchester United, I think if they lose the Champions League, which is very likely, then that's Valverde sacked. Leeds have crept back up to 8th place, so I assume Phillips and Bamford have stayed fit. I'll be curious to see how Leeds are structured, honestly. Havertz one of the top scorers for Chelsea. I'd like that, but he just isn't looking like he's it. Or, he's obviously a good enough player, but I think Havertz is definitely a talented, capable guy, but he's clearly not the player Chelsea have needed. Okay, so who will join Liverpool in the final? There was the former Liverpool player, Connor Cody, Francisco Trinchong to Keanu Hoever, who's playing at wing-back today. Trinchong already breaking into the box. Trinchong chopped down. A penalty potentially after 30 seconds. Colin Griffiths says, spot kick. This will be Ruben Neves in the 2nd minute to open the scoring. The champions have a whole game with which they can reply to retain their crown. But they have to respond. They just have to. James Justin's throat. Barnes. Can Vardy latch onto this? No, he can't. But he's got it off Cody. Already good pressure from Leicester. Curious that Maddison doesn't lose all those points for Yeah, I'm very surprised here that Maddison doesn't have a huge rating drop because he conceded a penalty that could have put his team out of the FA Cup. Wolverhampton, of course, 3 years ago, were semi-finalists before losing to Watford, who made it to that final, although losing 6-0 to Manchester City in the end. Barnes' through ball to Justin as Maddison and Trinchong have received treatment. Iosi Perez. Justin. Tielemans looking to pass as opposed to shooting like he did so memorably in the final this year. He will have a go anyway. Ruddy can't prevent the corner, but he did prevent what would have been a fine strike from Tielemans going in. Corner to be taken by Michael Albrighton. Saiss gets it away. Maddison recovers it. 18th minute. James Justin. Tielemans to Perez. Still not finished here, Leicester. Ricardo Pereira. Good block, Neves. And Vardy! Wolves think there's an offside. It's given. And Leicester are level. A wonderful header from Iosi Perez to power it into the 6-yard box for Vardy to nod in. So the two players involved in the penalty incident at the beginning of the game. Trenchong winning it, Maddison conceding it, coming to blows. Both with low health, you wonder if those two will be taken off. Whoever. Moutinho, Pedro Neto, 2-1. Fabulous ball in from João Moutinho. And an emphatic finish from Pedro Neto. Wolves re-establish their lead. Oh, terrible mistake. Jamie Vardy. Perez here. Perez! Maybe a bit selfish. He had other options in the box. Schmeichel gets it downfield. Tielemans. Maddison. Easy Perez. Cook intercepts. Wang Hee-chan now. Release to Neto. Neto has multiple options in the box, and he's bodied by Ricardo on the edge of the box. And he's not appealing about the... he's not inquiring about the severity of the challenge, or whether Ricardo was the last man. It's whether it was in the box or not. It didn't look like a penalty to me. It wasn't. No, it did appear to be outside. Free kick, though. Moutinho. Justin gets it out. Pedro Neto. Young forwards, great playmaker. Let's put his side back into the lead here. Vardy's goal was worth 0.22 xg. Julian Draxler replaces an unhappy and unfit Maddison. Not unfit because of anything he's done leading up to the match. It was very much the in-game actions, which means that Maddison is sidelined. And Draxler, once a Paris Saint-Germain World Cup winner, Julian Draxler takes his place. Here's Vardy. Barnes, pass waiver. Low cross, and it's comfortable for Roddy in the end. How old is Roddy? He's like 33 or something, right? He's 35. Funny that he's still playing. That's really strange. Kind of amusing. Okay, so he started his career as a 16-year-old at Cambridge, Walsall, Rushden, Chester, Wrexham, Bristol City, Stockport, Crewe. So loads of second and third and fourth tier clubs. Had a game for Everton. And then loaned out to Motherwell, then sold to Norwich, where he played a ton. And then off to Wolves. And while I will say all that, no highlights. We're 3/4 of the way through to determining who will go through to the final to face the Reds. And Thomas Traore takes the place of Neto. As usual, lag. I'm Never allowed to watch this game without some lag. Moutinho, Hwang Hee-chan. Neto. Traore. Soyuncu intercepts. Bit of a mess though. And the referee thinks there was a foul this time. This could be Wolverhampton's second penalty. Of course, they nearly gave away a penalty earlier in the game with Pereira. No penalty. It's just a bit of clumsiness. An illegal challenge. It did look like a illegal challenge to me. Well, that's incredible. Game after game and so many VAR checks for penalties and no penalty. And I never see that event take place. And now it happens twice in the same game. That is unbelievable. I've watched so many games and it doesn't happen at all for loads of matches. I know it's going to say penalty. And this time, yeah. It happens not once but twice. Leicester almost out of time to respond to Wolverhampton. And in the battle of these two predators, the Foxes have fallen and the Wolves have a chance to seize their crown. The goals coming in the opening 25 minutes. First Neves from the spot after Trunchong was brought down by Maddison inside the area. FA Cup final. It is a volley from Neto following that brilliant through ball from João Moutinho. It is all over at Wembley. Semi-finalists confirmed, both by the odd goal. Semi-finals will follow. I've already labelled that. I want to see the Euro Cup, haven't I? Yeah. Spanish Cup has already happened. What's happened with the Pokal? Pokal is annoying on the same day as those semi-finals. We'll find out if there's going to be another Der Klassiker in the Pokal final in Berlin. Oh, have Roma already qualified for the Champions League? Roma have won 1-0. Wow, 33 matches and still it's all to play for here. Oh, Spezia, where is Spezia? It's still 5th! Spezia and Zamotta can still qualify. They can still qualify for the Champions League. It's unbelievable. And then a huge game coming up. Let's just look at this, look at this. Oh, what? They lost 3-0 on penalties to... Oh, wow. Oh, wow, what a comeback from Lyon. And the clash between the Zebra is coming right up. So they won on penalties. Let's have a look at this. You want to see that? One penalty shootout. I'd like to see a penalty shootout in the Champions League at this rate. But Roma overcoming Lyon. Tottenham face Braga. So, well, Roma and Tottenham were expected to be the favourites for this competition going into this inaugural edition, and it's Tottenham who are out, and Roma are through, but not without suffering that massive 6-1 demolition by Bodo Glimt. Neymar on form as PSG score. Easy victory. Watford have done another firing and hiring. Aykut Kokerman. who is from Konyaspor. Okay. And he's won some stuff with Fenerbahce. Way in the past, in his 30s, that's extraordinary. I thought Kokyumen would be much older if he was a successful manager in the 90s. Very interesting. Oh no, we're not winning any games whenever I see us. How are Luton now? 14th, ouch. Amazingly, playoffs are still alive for us. We're 4 points off playoffs. But we need our last 3 games to go well here. Blackpool, Fulham, and Reading. Yeah, that's a tougher run of fixtures. Blackpool, who are in a similar position in the table. Reading, who I think are sort of fighting off relegation. Derby are down. Barnsley have gone down. I do think Barnsley will go down this season in real life. What a fall off from when they contended for the playoffs last season with Daryl DK, loaned from Orlando City. And then Fulham, who are fighting for promotion themselves. Fulham taking on Preston later. I don't think Luton are getting promoted, but it's impressive that they've done so well in the game. And of course, in real life, I think still have a chance. You've just got to be more consistent. And Dina have lost Alan, and so Everton have lost Dina and Alan. We got Savon Spires Sociedad win. Okay then, this is it. The decider. And simultaneously you have the other semi-final between Milan and Inter. This is a lot closer, a lot more open if you ask me. These ones are happening at exactly the same time. I guess this is going to happen every year long. And Spanish Cup's already happened. I'm not really worried about the French Cup because you know who always wins the French Cup. Paris FC. So the away goals do apply to this one. So for extra time, it has to be 1-1 in this game as well. Zebra with the away goals advantage. And they've gone for, I think, another 4-4-2, yeah. Bentancur and Locatelli. And they have a front three. Atalanta of Ilicic, Pasalic, Muriel. Where's Zapata? Is he on the bench? He is on the bench. I was worried he was out injured. Where's Malinovsky? Malinovsky's gone. Where's Malinovsky? Is he injured? Malinovsky was so good last year. Unreal. So, Atalanta have to score in their match. Here's Ilicic. Oh, it's in, is it? No. Great save, Perrin. Koopmeiner's offside in the build-up. Ilicic's delivery. Nodded down by Pellamino. And Demiral tried to fire in the rebounds. Milan 1-0 up already through Rafa Leon. Christina Lambiase, that's a woman referee. That's good. That's good. That's cool. Lurdy. Renan Lurdy. Picks up a yellow. First half, no goals. Similar chance creation for both sides. As things stand, Juventus are in the final. And there's no clue who is... there's nothing to separate Milan and Inter, both on aggregate and on away goals. But away goals do separate these two teams at the moment. Atalanta must score. 2-0 to Milan. That one isn't going to extra time now. Kessie doubles Milan's lead on the night. But if there is a goal from Inter, they are in the final. That's a beware. Pasalic is won by Bonucci. Chiesa to Morata. Sorry, to Bentancur and then to Alvaro Morata. Kian. Freeing up Renan Lodi. Fratelli Chiesa. It's turned in. No! Palomino. Saving Atalanta here. Quadrado to take the corner. Coop Miners away. Delict. Ah, of course. As soon as the highlight ends, then the lag goes away, of course. As I've come to expect. Let's look at the German Cup, which is on at the same time. Both of them level. Union have just taken the lead against Dortmund and Leipzig. Up front, an Olmo brace puts them ahead. And Gnabry makes it 2-2. Olmo 2, Gnabry 2. Toykets and Bellingham. 2 Kurtz and Bellingham. Marco Reus injury, not again. Nothing's really happened in this game. A couple of good chances. Basically one good chance each side, honestly, for each side, and nothing more than that really, sadly. Looks like Juventus will face Milan in the final. Well, it was a narrow aggregate win, which put Juventus in the final last year. It was the away goals rule that did the job this time. Looking set for yet another Coppa Italia triumph. And they face Inter Milan in the final. They face AC Milan in the final. I saw that a lot in my FM20 save. Those games are still meant to be 2-2. I think that L means they're in progress, right? Champions League semi-finals coming right up. Fekir's talks of Real Betis breakdown. Poco. Oh wow, they both won their... Oh, and both went to extra time. Kostic, lol. And Marlon, on the 21st of May, huh? So, let me just check. We've done the Spanish Cup, haven't we? Spanish Cup. Italian Cup is... yeah, we'll book both of them then. We'll attend both of these. I'll just check when the FA Cup final is. If the FA Cup final is on the same day, it was on the 11th or 12th, then it'll take priority. It's on the 14th, okay. So we've got Champions League semi-finals and then 3 cup finals in close proximity to each other. That's pretty cool. They used to be on like the same day and stuff, so I could only watch one of the FA Cup or Pokal finals. Never one or the other, which is very irritating. So when's the Europa League? Sorry, the Nations League. Nations League matches are already scheduled. Yes, they're in the relegation playoffs. Cyprus and Moldova getting relegated. Lol. Sad to see. Let's watch an England match. We're not going to jinx it going, are we? Italy, Belgium is big. Then again, so is France, Holland. Ooh, I don't know. Let's watch Italy, Belgium. These are some crazy groups, a bit like reality. Portugal, Switzerland, because I want to see Switzerland boss it. And Holland taking on France. Yeah, let's watch the blue in action. Poland, Belgium. Just give everyone a chance overall. Holland against Wales. I'm not watching any Germany matches with the regens, that's for sure. Actually, wait. These are in October. These games will be the final set of matches. No point then. I don't know what's happening in 2022 in terms of competitions. Lol. Are there any competitions that I can watch in the summer of 22, or am I just? Sure, UEFA or thingy would have some summer tournament. Is the women's tournaments on? Women's National Team Football Club. Alright, so female players are in there. Oh no, wait, this isn't sorry, this is a this is a guys team. That's really strange. Well, that's annoying. I was hoping there'd be real women's footballers in, because the UEFA Women's Euros is this summer, 22. Annoying. Disappointed they're not in the game. I just want to see women's football get better representation. No Olympic competition, yeah. How does that go, actually? Is it in the game? Brazil won it. Doesn't say. Right, it was probably. It's exactly, yeah, this is exactly how it was in real life. I see. Brazil did win it back to back, which is quite frightening. They're the first to do it since the 1960s. Uruguay did it way back in the day as well, before the FIFA World Cup became official. So no summer tournament, but and there would have been one, but for Qatar. So which country is hosting it? I'm not watching the Asian Games or the Gold Cup or something like that. I'm not watching those. See if the Gold Cup is on. No, I think the Gold Cup was also the results were already created there as well. The 21 championship? No. Sweden won it in 20... It's always been Germany or Spain in the past, and Italy always won it. Oh my gosh. Just brilliant. Yep, we saw that. That was fun. Under 19 Champions Cup. Alright. European Super Cup. And then we've got, yeah, and then the... I'm not getting anywhere with this, am I? Well, that's disappointing. There was obviously no Club World Cup because I can't. There's nothing to watch in the summer of 22 on FM. Odegaard shines and Arsenal win. This game hates penalties. It's official. This game hates penalty shootouts. Bastoni wanted by Tottenham. Argentina call up unlikely for Correa. I think that was Correa. The Alessi player, not Joaquin Correa, the Inter former Lazio and Sevilla player. Let's check. Are England playing anything in the summer other than those Nations League matches? Nah, yeah, no, they're not. Is there a Club World Cup in summer? That's highly unlikely. Nah, yeah. Oh, there is meant to be one. Oh, wow, the game is going to have one. Oh, I see now. I see. This is going to be fun. Right. So we will watch that. We will watch it. Let me just get it up. It says that it will be scheduled on May the 18th, alright. Actually, yeah, because we don't know who the champions of Europe are. My bet is the game is going to give it to City or Liverpool. Probably Liverpool. And I know it's not just the... I know it's not just the... who's it? I know it's not just the Champions League when it's going to be some other big clubs. PSG do the double. Oh, Trophy de Champion. But we want the Coupe de France. PSG won 3-1. French Cup is also on. Should we watch that? 8th of May? Not clashing with anything, is it? I mean it though. If there is a championship playoff in England, yeah, we will not watch that. Haha, yeah. This is it. City face Atletico Madrid. Morris should be dropped by Algeria. Starting maybe, but it's clear that, you know, he's quality to start, so at least keep him in the team, right? Unless he's doing that badly that he's not good enough for the squad, that'd be amazing. So, City face off Atletico Madrid. North American Champions League and the Libertadores. And it's just a single game. I don't think that's a knockout match either. Let's look up the formations. Dybala starting. Silva and Sterling either side. And the first highlights. Just as I'm trying to switch. Infographics. Sterling's cross. Switches it to Mendy. Dybala's in the centre. And it's turned in by Raheem Sterling. City leads a quarter of an hour in. It's certainly been comfortable. Manchester City had 2 bites at it and got it in on the second occasion. And to get 7.3 because of course he created a big chance for Dybala and then Sterling fed off that. As usual, it won't let me see the 0.24 for Dybala. Savage to Koke. Blotted out by Mendy. Sterling. Ferland Mendy. It's into Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, what a finish! Oblak helpless. Kevin De Bruyne fires it into the roof past Oblak. 2-0 to City. We've only played 35 minutes. Just complete destruction there. .25 for Dybala. 0.24 for Raheem Sterling. Okay. I didn't see the XG for De Bruyne's shot. De Bruyne's is 0.18. City have had some good chances and they've taken all of them pretty much. Because when Dybala couldn't score from his effort, Sterling did instead. Ferland Mendy has assisted a goal and nearly assisted another. Down the right side, so Llorente the guilty party there. Half time. Fernandinho, Grealish, Silva. Sterling, it's Dybala. Good challenge from Felipe. So you had Rodrigo getting up to De Bruyne. Sterling freed Dybala. Felipe with a massive block. He won't be getting a higher rating, I'm afraid. He deserves it. What a challenge from Felipe from preventing City's lead from being even more emphatic. Every highlight's been City's anyway. Whichever of Juventus or Atletico reached the semi-finals, they were always going to be screwed here. What a dreadful pass! And again, it took a massive block to deny City. Suarez gets it away. Hector Herrera. Antoine Griezmann through. It's Antoine Griezmann. Edison denies him. denies Atletico their best chance of the evening. It's Koke with the corner once he's allowed to take it. Here we go. Oh, Fernandinho, the old man, starting a counter-attack with his header. Really good challenge from Carrasco. Really nice through ball from Herrera inside the centre-backs to Griezmann. It took Edison to stop it from being 2-1. Still comfortably Atletico's best opportunity of the evening. So Paul looks like he'll have to come off. And Zabala escapes from Atletico's defence. And Oblak with a good save this time. De Bruyne's corner. Still with Ferland Mendy. The 90th minute. The best Atletico can hope for is a consolation goal now. And hope that they can win in Madrid. And Ferran Torres is in. Ferran Torres, 3-0. It looks certain to be City's place in the final now. Another great ball from Kevin De Bruyne, who has a goal and now an assist to his name. Atletico's dreams of a Champions League final look like they have all but slipped away here. They have gone further than their cross-city rivals and their rivals from another part of Spain, Barcelona. And they are through. Now we see how things will go down at Anfield. Liverpool taking on Manchester United. United's league position so troubled, you feel the only hope for Valverde keeping his job after this season is to have the only hope really is to for them to win the Champions League. First call of action then would probably be to keep a respectable lead, of course, in the first leg. So there's the midfield. Fabinho, Thiago and James Milner. Interesting that Milner's in the place of Jordan Henderson. Of course, same 4-3-3 as usual from Manchester United. Carvalho, Fernandes and Pogba in midfield. Sancho, Rashford and Cristiano Ronaldo up top. Henderson's fitness isn't at the highest. That explains a lot. And Varane is so good. Wait, does it say Varane is... Oh, right. I see. So, Thiago with an ambitious pass to Salah, who are out sprint short. Gets in the box, it's Firmino! A horrible miss in the end from the Brazilian. Salah getting on the end of a great ball. Kept it in play. And Firmino volleyed from close range. We're still awaiting the first goal of the match. And all of that began with a lovely pass from Thiago Alcantara to find Salah. And Sadio Mane in real trouble concerning fitness. He looks like he may well have to go off here. Well, there wasn't really any contest between Manchester City and Atletico Madrid. It is all level in Liverpool. Pogba, Carvalho, Fernandes at the edge of the box, Rashford. Firmino's got it now, and here's Salah. No one in the box, will he go alone? He switches it to Jota. Milner. Robertson! Just not quite happening for either team tonight. Look at who these sides have on the bench. Some really good defenders and midfielders. Just want to see Ibrahim Konate here. Yeah, wow, he's good. Just 22 as well. What a signing. Even if he is injured. Fair bit of time. Billy Comescio, who was originally a Lyon academy player. and being developed by Liverpool. Robertson with the cross. Virgil van Dijk thinks he was pushed. Referee Munera gives a penalty. And this will be Mohamed Salah. Saved by De Gea. Salah doesn't go for the rebounds. He lines Thiago up. And a slightly easier, although still important save from De Gea still. Ooh, just about a saveable height, but still powerfully struck De Gea. Just got everything behind it. Salah missing penalties everywhere. Missing the Champions League, missing the Premier League recently, and even missed a penalty in the game. It's going to suffer the same fate as Jorginho and Bruno Fernandes. Like, they'll score penalty after penalty, and you just feel they'll never miss. Whenever they miss, it's going to be like this incredible one-off. And then they finally miss a penalty, and then they just keep missing penalties after that. Like, Jorginho was missing more than he could score a few months ago, especially the nadir being when he blazed that penalty over in Rome that put his team effectively in the World Cup playoffs, not in the group stages, you know. And Fernandes was missing a couple more frequently, and then, of course, Sky one straight over the bar against Villa. I'm worried Salah might suffer the same fate, just suddenly missing penalties all the time. But there we have it. It's 0-0. And this game will be decided in Manchester, the semi-final. We'll go effectively to some sort of shootout. And now we head to Spain for an all-Spanish semi-final. Two clubs fighting for Champions League honours. I don't think I've watched either of these two sides play this year. And they are with a 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1 for San Sebastian. I think I favour Sociedad, especially with Marino in a deeper role where he's allowed to roam, Silva and Oyarzabal in attacking midfield, Isak. Good defence, more or less. I don't know if Mandy at fullback's any good, but a good midfield. Solid attacking for each, Chukwueze, Alcacer and Moreno. Parejo's free kick. Oh! They always skim just over the bar. Never quite go in. It was from some way out. That was as good as 30 yards from goal, wasn't it? It may have been even further out because you can see the little spray there. So that was 23 yards out. So it could have been that Parejo was taking it from... Yeah, Parejo was out there. Yeah, that was like 35 yards. Like 35 yards from goal. That was a really... Would have been quite the strike if he'd pulled it off. Napoli, again through Lozano, score. This one is taking a very long time. Oh, it looks at clearances for ages. Looks like Villarreal is the much more attacking side actually. I do fancy San Sebastian then. Last minute of the original 45. Ooh! The referee I don't think likes Oyarzábal's challenge here. He's off! Oyarzábal, and that might mean that even if Sociedad make the final, he wouldn't be allowed to play. Pinho has come on for Chukwueze, so there has been a change, but for Villarreal. And that's one of the first straight reds we've seen in this save. San Sebastian obviously playing to a 4-2-3, or if you it's effectively a 4-2-2-1, not a 4-2-3-1. Pinho's taken over from Chukwueze. That is extraordinary. Porto. Zubamendi. Porto. Aurier gets his header away, but it's out to Marino. Nacho Monreal. Avoids the challenge of Pinho. Marino. Monreal still trying to get around Pinho. Here's Marino. Switches it to Zubamendi. Silva. Isak! Off the post. Pereiro. It's another one. Good save from Miro. Two great free kicks from Pereiro. One of which has found the target. And it took a fantastic save to keep the game scoreless. Gomez has a corner. Isak to get it away. It's with Serge Aurier. Straight to a highlight. Could Villarreal be held here? Cristo Romero, not Christian Romero. That's so good. Isa Mandi. Coquelin. Potores. Juanfoy. Iborra. Pereiro. It's Pinho tackled by Nacho Monreal. But robbed again by Pinho. Here's Gerard Moreno. Important block. El Stondo it was, and Lemachand away. Lenormand away. Looks like a decent centre back actually. As you expect after the red card, Villarreal with the much better XG, but not able to take advantage of anything. Silva still on the pitch. Porto. Baraneccia getting into the box. Isak can't win the header. Gomez gets it to Moreno. And Villarreal have a good break on. Frejo steering through the challenges. Pinho. And Aurier's cross. Iborra. Coquelin. Isa Mandi. Gerard Moreno. Aurier. Oh! Again, the defending from Sociedad is immense. Moreno must have thought he'd scored for a moment. But the cheers of the crowd did not continue. Replaced by a gasp of dismay. His side still haven't found the net. David Silva. It's Monreal. It's across the box. Alexander Isak. Some great pressure from Sociedad at this very late stage of the first leg. Zubimendi. Porto gets the cross in. Aurier heads it out. With Pino now. To Trigueros. Ramiro can't hold on to it. He palms it away. Isak with it. End-to-end stuff here. I'm not having this. I'm not having this. Been pretty patient with the lag so far this stream, and this time I just want the lag to go away now. I paused it for 20 seconds and it still remains. This is awful. I hate this so much. This is disgusting. But Gerard Moreno thought he'd scored. Thought he'd put his side into the lead. There's still a few minutes left. But was that the moment? Three minutes to go. 1.5 minutes left. Gerard Moreno. Back to Pino. Pedraza has won it on the night. Just when Villarreal fought. Just when it seemed Villarreal couldn't break the deadlock. Pedraza, the substitute, has scored an important goal. Gives them all the advantage going into the second leg. It's 2-0 in Napoli. And Villarreal have given themselves a great chance of defending their Europa League trophy, their Europa League title. And in the end, sadly, Oyarzábal's red card may well make the difference in the end. They look so set to play the second leg. Oyarzábal. Well, it's over. Oyarzábal will only miss the second leg. So if they were to reach the final, he would be able to play in the final. But the argument is that his poor decision making may have cost his team the final. His suspension ends just as his team is denied the opportunity to play in it. Some teams in the Bundesliga have secured relegation, have secured promotion, survival. Third time's a charm, isn't it? Luton have lost to Fulham. We beat Blackpool, but we couldn't fend off Fulham. How was our XG again? It looked comprehensive for Fulham. Yeah. it's a pretty big win in the end. Really strange, I guess. Last 3 months are not allowed? That's so odd. We are 10th with that. Yeah, we won't get playoffs this season, but a chance of just finishing outside, if that counts for anything. Fulham really wanted the win to keep themselves in the hope of being automatically promoted. What's the L for? Latest score. Alright, I didn't know. I thought L meant loser or something like that. Latest score. Okay. Stoke are guaranteed 4th place. So they will be absolutely in the playoffs no matter what. There's a chance West Bromwich might still not be safe. I believe. Yes, if they lose and Swansea and Blackburn both win by a big enough margin, then they're in 7th and out of contention. Be a bit like Nottingham Forest, wouldn't it? When they dropped out of the playoffs at the very last moment. Okay, guys. What I will do is we will watch the second leg of this. I don't think Lazio are coming back from their So let's look at the positions. Villarreal 11th. San Sebastian at 8th. Napoli are 7th. So it looks like one of these teams will get Champions League through this competition without having to qualify for the league. Napoli. Then Lazio, the only team really that have a chance of getting Champions League qualification through their league. So really, between these 4 sides, it really does matter winning this. It will guarantee them because they're nowhere near winning it winning it through their league. Champions Cup coming up. And in the Euro Cup too. Got penalty shootout for between Lyon and Roma. I didn't actually see who took the penalties. Was it a big shootout? Was it a long one? They won 5-3. Veretout scored first. Moussa Dembele missed his. Mayoral, Cristante, Zaniola, El Shaarawy with the winner. Shaqiri, Guimaraes, and Dubois scored there. And that's incredible, though, that Roma threw away a 3-0 lead and just got through. And then they won 3-0. An early red card for Rennes sealing it, and it looks like it will be a Tottenham a Roma final. Truly remarkable stuff. I think I'll end the stream soon, fellas. What I'll do is I'll play the semi-final second legs for the Champions in Europa League. And then I will play the Champions League final, or the Cup finals tomorrow. He's have dinner as well. Let's look at Syria. Ooh, it's still so level. How did the how was the match? What was the what happened between? Oh, that's today. Oh my gosh, that could decide everything. At 6 p.m. and we're about to skip it. Forshaw ruled out for at least 4 months. So a bad injury for Forshaw here. See what the other results are. Torino get a win over Cagliari. Spezia lose to Bologna. Ibrahimovic double sees off Sampdoria. Atalanta beat Fiorentina. Verona comfortably winning over Genoa. I was going to say Hirona for some reason. Premier League. Liverpool with a game in hand. Yeah. United absolutely need to win the Champions League if they're to salvage their season. If Valverde is to have a hope of keeping his job. I'm sure he'll be gone. I'm sure Valverde will be gone. They did not... Like, if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is getting sacked in real life for not making top 4, Valverde absolutely doesn't have a hope. Steve Evans sacked. Good. Steve Evans is like not a great dude in real life. I'm sure he won't know of the existence of this stream. I don't even know if he'll care. Okay then, just these 3 more games and then we'll do all the cup finals. So, this game is essential for Manchester United. It is a cup tie. They cannot lose this match, this Northwest derby, because if they do, they're out of Europe, and the best they can hope for is a Europa League place, which is not what was expected. They did sign a DM in the end, just William Carvalho, huh? Salah gets a yellow instantly. Shaw to Pogba. Fernandes, Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes. Rashford. Great run from Rashford. This is really good vertical football from United. Shaw. Pogba. Fernandes. Carvalho. It's Luke Shaw. Sancho. Great header out by Robertson. Wan-Bissaka. Sancho. Wan-Bissaka. Ronaldo in the middle. Cristiano Ronaldo, 5 minutes gone. Missed a huge opportunity. Massive save from Alisson Becker. Yep, Jordan Henderson in this time. Tsimikas, Kanate, Milner, Jones, Kane. Look at those midfield options. And then up top it's Jota. Jota's good. And Origi. Imagine if they lose Jota during AFCON. And Rashford. Really important save by De Gea again. 2 great attacks for United, but they couldn't score from either. So yeah, what, they're going to have to rely on Jota. It's probably going to be like a Jota, Minamino, Origi front three, or maybe they'll even try and do like some kind of 4-2-3-1 system. You'll have Fabinho and Henderson dropping deep, or Fabinho, Thiago, and then they'll play a 4-2-3-1 with Firmino in behind Origi and Jota. No, actually, it could be a free of Jota, Minamino as wide forwards, and then Firmino in the 9 role. I can see that working. It's just a question of will it help with the increasing gap to City. So a clear-cut chance and 2 half chances for Manchester United there. Drizzle for them. Ooh, Carvalho's looking a bit tired, yeah? Barrios had to come. I love that Manchester United signed 2 better DMs than the ones they have in real life. I don't know if Carvalho's that good. I've not read him for the past year because of just generally poor performances. Dropped by Betis, poor at the Euros for Portugal. And then, of course, you have, who is it? Barrios, who is very solid. Surprised that Barrios hasn't gone yet. 0.54 XG, absolutely massive. Rashford with 2 good chances. In from the left, missing both of them. Of course, Rashford and Ronaldo under fire for their performances in real life right now. Rashford burnt out and poor decision making. And Ronaldo not working as a lone striker, of course. Curious to see if there's any data for Ronaldo here. 37 years old, not for sale. Legendary striker, lol. He is not a centre forward just like that, yeah. 12 goals, actually, it's got it right. He's not been that amazing, yeah. For yeah, that's worrying for them, because that's obviously in the game. Van der Beek has come on. Well, that's huge then. Milner has come on for Thiago. So you've got a more unstable midfield for Manchester United, but arguably a midfield that lacks creativity, although Henderson is great, good creativity-wise. I think that's underrated in him. Here is Henderson into Diogo Jota. Robertson! He loves shooting in this semi-final, does Andrew Robertson. Greenwood has come on for Ronaldo. Rashford is replaced by Dudu. Wan-Bissaka by Dalot. Pavard has come on for Alexander-Arnold. Looks like these two teams could well be prioritising fitness now over form. Neither have their best midfield. 86th minute, Pavard was throw-in. Salah. Pavard with a very powerful cross in. Salah again. Mohamed Salah! Into the gloves of David De Gea. I think in the end there was just too much for him to do. He was being closed down. He had to whip a very precise shot. But Liverpool with the better chances late. Four minutes of stoppage time. And it's extra time in this semi-final. It's pretty much a cup tie. 30 minutes to decide who plays in this Champions League final. Salah looks like he's run himself to a standstill. Looks like it's going to have to be Minamino on. Mane's already been subbed off. Minamino or Origi, but I don't know if Origi's that good necessarily as a wide forward. 101st minute, Pavard, Salah. Henderson, Firmino. Liverpool still able to apply pressure at this late stage. James Milner. Robertson. And they get it away. Donny van der Beek now for United. But Liverpool still applying the pressure. Maguire. Paul Pogba. Shaw to Dudu. Luke Shaw brought down by Henderson. And that's a second yellow card for Henderson. And even if Liverpool make it to the final, Henderson will not play. City playing this very unusual system, and apparently Jota is playing as a DM here. And Sancho gets an injury. So both sides down to 10 aside. Surely it's just a double pivot of Milner and Fabinho. And if City are indeed in the Champions League final with their comprehensive lead on aggregate over Atletico in the other semi-final, whomever goes through here will be compromised. Injuries and fitness applying. And Bruno Fernandes breaks down the right side. It's Pogba! And it's wide. "115th minute. Luke Shaw. Varane. Finding Mason Greenwood! United with more chances and the better chances here. Funny the Jota playing as a DM. Supposedly he can play at DM. Interesting. There we go. No one on for Sancho. Full match. You know what's coming. And a shootout to sort out who is through to the Champions League final. It's the first time in many years we've had a shootout in the Champions League. I think it was the final of 2016. First semi-final, I think, since 2012. So 10 years to be sorted from the spot. No goals in 210 minutes. Bruno Fernandes. His first for Liverpool. Just waiting for Alisson to make his way down to the other end of the pitch. Here he comes, you saw the shadows. Alisson Becker, who of course has struggled to save penalties, at least in his first couple of seasons for Liverpool. Fernandes, the ultimate penalty taker to a great extent. And he scores. Liverpool summons Salah, who couldn't score his penalty at Anfield. That was arguably the decisive moment in this tie leading up to this shootout. Salah scores. One apiece. Each converted. Paul Pogba. He scored in that Carabao Cup tie earlier this season en route to the final, which United won. Scores again here. It was Rashford, Ronaldo and Pogba, and I believe Ronaldo's been substituted. Pogba has converted his. City could only score one of their 4 penalties that evening. James Milner, who seldom misses for Liverpool, second. And it's in. You feel with the quality of penalty takers for both sides, maybe this could even go to sudden death. I might well have jinxed it. Donny van de Beek. He puts his into the corner. 3-2. Liverpool with a penalty in hand still. That third penalty is to be taken by Fabinho, who hasn't taken many penalties for Liverpool, but scored pretty much every one he took at Monaco, including this one. And now there is even less margin for error, because essentially now it's a best of 2. Mason Greenwood, who not long ago was still a teenager, left-footed, very well taken. He usually takes penalties with his right foot. I think the game just doesn't account for that. He is, of course, preferably left-footed. It is Firmino. (4-4). And we're into sudden death. Dalot. Not the Portuguese penalty taker United would be hoping for. But still. And it's saved. Alisson brings Liverpool to the brink of another final. It was unfortunate. Another Portuguese player, Jota. His penalty could decide the season for both these teams. It's in, and Liverpool are in the Champions League final. Alisson's heroic save. And United staring down the barrel of no Champions League football for next season. A game which could even have decided the fate of the manager. And now I'm going to have to start the next game with a full match, skipping right ahead there. Corinthians in order for Gabriel. Is that Barbosa or is that... well... what a match. What a game XG. United far superior. But when it came to penalties, they finally came unstuck. Liverpool have made it to the Champions League final. And they look likely to be facing Manchester City, but Atletico still have to play their game. Of course, Jordan Henderson, a big loss. I'm going to check if it's recorded here. Doesn't say. The players in orange are on the shortlist, so these are players I'll pick if I am in a draft and it's contemporary present day players. I'll pick those guys. Atletico Madrid against Manchester City. So Atletico needs the European night of their lives if they're to make it to the final. And they get us underway from the kickoff. Marcos Llorente here. Switches it across to Yannick Carrasco. Herrera. That's Llorente. Carrasco nods it, but it's into John Stones and it's out for a throw-in. And sure enough, that highlight wasn't building so much at all. Kind of a waste of time, although I've wasted a lot of time in certain parts on this stream anyway, lol. Just nothing going on. City didn't have the first shots of the match, but they are responding. And now have the better XG. At least concerning chance creation. It's funny that Jack Grealish has played as a central midfielder here. I wasn't doing that earlier. Didn't zoom out of the pitch. And didn't do it that time either. That's odd. Kevin De Bruyne with the corner. Dias. Be crazy if 3 of the 4 semi-final games finish 0-0, so surely we've got to have a goal in this one. '69th minute, De Bruyne's cross, and Stones off the bar. City with a massive aggregate advantage. They certainly could afford to concede one, You could afford to lose the match. By 1 goal would be okay, 2 would be pushing it. But City simply haven't been able to respond. De Bruyne has created a couple of chances from corners. Marcos Llorente has been pushed up into an attacking role, looking at the list of players. Yeah, he's been played as a pressing forward alongside Luis Suarez. And ultimately, Manchester City have advanced to the final. Atletico couldn't score across the 2 legs. And incredibly, both matches, both second legs and the semi-finals were goalless. City and Liverpool will face off in St. Petersburg. City looking for their first ever Champions League title. This task may be made a little easier because Liverpool will play that final without Jordan Henderson. There it is. So we have, what is it now? Well, I believe that means the Pokal final must be on the same day if it's no longer visible. Oh no, it's there on the 21st, my apologies. We've got 4 cup finals to look forward to. French Cup final in a few days. But I will just watch the last match between Villarreal and Real Sociedad and then call it a night. I'll quickly just look and see if the championship is because as soon as they have the final match day on the 7th, they will have the playoffs, and I'll see if I can watch a couple of those too. I'll watch the championship playoffs. So, Napoli with a 2-0 lead before they travel to Rome to face Lazio. Villarreal won late in their first semi-final. Oyarzabal with his red card, which arguably led to his side losing the first leg, unavailable for the second for Sociedad. Isak moved out wide and Shorloff will play up top. Lenormand. Sociedad obviously will give everything they have to win the match. They just have to win. Gerard Moreno out to Chukwueze. Iborra. Oh, what a header. Put so much power and it nearly found the target from the edge of the box. Aurier to take the throw. Gerard Moreno. Chukwueze. Alcacer! Offside. Or, as the referee, Jeanette Chakir, assesses it's a goal. Villarreal with the opener on the night, opening up a 2-goal lead. Well, Sociedad had to win the game, had to win this second leg regardless. Their task even harder. They have to come from behind this evening on two fronts. First, the game itself, and then in the tie. But of course, that is it, just a win. That's all they need just to get extra time. To win overall, they need to now score 3 goals minimum. And here's Porto. Across the box, Shorloff misses. Alcacera's a Ramdoiter. You do wonder how that semi-final would have played without Oyarzabal sending off their best creative player, David Silva, aging. He gets sent off. Villarreal pile on all the pressure. A 0-0 would have meant it would have been a one-off cup tie, with Villarreal hosting it, essentially. But they scored late, and now Sociedad came here needing to win the game overall, and especially so with Villarreal having scored another goal, 2-0 up on aggregate. And Sociedad needing 2 goals of their own at minimum, just to bring it to extra time, and 3 if they are to win, to join most likely Napoli in the final. And there's the half-time whistle. We'll go straight to the second half. And a highlight. As soon as I try and load up the scores in the other competition. Good ball from Chukwueze to Alcacer. Gerard Moreno. Hoofed away by Lenormand. Aurier. Isak. Ooh. Could Isak be in trouble for that challenge? Yes, straight red card for a dangerous challenge. And it would be Unai Emery's, incredibly, his 5th win in the competition. If he wins the final. His 6th final overall, and it's crept in from Parejo. Chukwueze had a very ambitious shot from range. Parejo deflected it in. He was well onside. No question of him being in an illegal position. No, it was Parejo's shot all on his own. From a long way out. Fantastic finish. 5 minutes after Isak was sent off. Goalless in Italy, in Rome. Napoli. And Lazio to face each other off then. Sangalli replaces Silva, so it's a very unfamiliar front three for Sociedad. Oyarzabal, Isak and Silva all absent now. Gomez to take the corner. Iborra's header, it's in from Albiol. And the skipper, who could well lift the trophy once more for the Yellow Submarine, have added to their aggregate leads and compounding Sociedad's misery. No goals in Rome still. Looks as though Napoli are heading into the final. Trigueros with the corner. Now, Munoz with a breakout for Sociedad. Could this be consolation? Lays it off to Porto. Sangali. Carlos Fernandez here. And a goal. But he may have been offside here. Shakir is checking. Looks like the goal is given. And if I sound like an aging Martin Tyler, I am tired. This is going to be the end of the stream. After this match, I'll just check if there is. I'll sim ahead to the French Cup final. By then, the championship will have been decided, the final standings, and I'll see if I can attend the playoffs. So a goal. Sociedad definitely out of it. It is certainly too little too late. Guridi, Lenormand, Zabeldia, Ramiro. And over the top for Fernandez again. He appeared to be onside. And it smashes off the post. It will stay 4-1 on aggregate. Reno wins the ball, but couldn't keep possession. Trigueros trying to add another for Villarreal. Sangali tackles, out for a throw-in. Pino. Gaspar. Munoz wins it. Zabeldia. There it is. Villarreal return to the Europa League final. Lazio couldn't score against Napoli. It was goalless in the Olimpico Stadium. Indeed, Napoli had the superior XG in that too. Napoli led by Lucien Favre. Maybe just a chance of Champions League football. A final between Napoli and Villarreal on May the 26th. We have 6 finals we are going to attend here. At least 6 finals in the next stream. And there may well be a 7th with the semi-finals of the championship playoffs. Henderson misses the final indeed. So is the Premier League still going? Who's likely to win that? Oof. Absolutely level. And City, let's look at this now. Brentford against Liverpool, City against Brighton, okay. Well, we'll sim ahead anyway. I'll sim all the way to the 8th, but I won't play the final. I'm tired and I need to eat. Carlos Soler hit by Flew. No. He's so good. Bayern set for title showdown. Yep, so the Bundesliga title was near to being decided too. I guess Bayern are in front then. Silva should be dropped by Portugal. Wow. Good player for the squad. He's not good enough to start. Fulham get promoted, lol. And they probably will go up again this season. I think it will be Fulham and Bournemouth going directly. I don't know who's really set for the playoffs. It's pretty chaotic at the moment. Millwall secure survival. Peterborough relegated. Sorry, Kevin Chapman and Lolujo. Liverpool score easy victory. Nuremberg have gone down to the third tier. Can I look at this? No, I can't open that. Bundesliga. No, I want to open the Bundesliga. Bayern have wrapped up 10 in a row, indeed, despite Dortmund's best efforts. Mönchengladbach in the top 3 under Adolf Hutter. And Leipzig have secured Champions League football. Leverkusen and Hoffenheim will take the Europa League spots. I don't believe, and I think 7th place. Yeah, 7th place up for grabs in Mainz, Hertha Berlin, and Eintracht Frankfurt, and I believe Wolfsburg, but Wolfsburg need a lot to go their way to claim that spot. So what's going on in the Premier League then? How's it looking in the Premier League? And then I'll check for the Championship, of course. Ooh, Liverpool win their game. City with a game in hand though. It's pretty much over for Arsenal and Chelsea, although they've secured Champions League football. Oh no, they haven't. Tottenham have a couple of games in hand. Yeah, there you go. City united in losing that Champions League semi-final from penalties. Dalot's penalty decisive at the end. Not that he should be scapegoated, but they are out of Champions League contention. They will be Europa League at best for them. It's not even guaranteed with Everton and Southampton bearing down Leeds and Crystal Palace, filling out the rest of the top 10. Leicester in danger really. Wolves, wow, Wolves are in a relegation fight. Imagine if they win the FA Cup, though. They won't, but yeah. And then the Championship playoff semi-finals are guaranteed. So we have finals on the 8th, 11th, 14th. That's easy to remember. Every 3 days. 21st, 26th, and 28th. 16th and 17th and 21st and 22nd. Okay, so I can't watch the second leg for these, but I can watch the... Ooh, I fancy Bournemouth. Let's look at the table, let's see, because... goal difference, goals conceded is a good... Yes, or even Stoke. I think Stoke and Bournemouth can go into the final. I think they can do it. I don't fancy Swansea. Watch those. We watch the. Of course, I keep clicking on the wrong things. My speech is all stuttery again. I'll miss the Pokal final. We'll reattend that because I got too excited there. Yep, final. It's a Der Klassiker final. Can Dortmund salvage some pride from their season? We'll see there. Look at this. And then Zebra FA Cup final. And then some playoff semi-finals. Bayern do the double. Is that because they've won the Super Cup? In addition to Havre AC have been promoted from League 2. League 2, sorry, not League 2. Yuri reaches yellow cards limit. There we go. There's the playoff semi-finals, and we'll watch the second leg between Bournemouth and Swansea. It may be academic by then anyway. And there we are. We've reached the... where did Luton finish in the end? Luton got 12th. We've reached the Champions League final, the Europa League final. We've got to 4 cup finals, these playoff semi-finals in the English Championship. I'm going to wrap it up there. I'm going to round it off here. But it's been brilliant to witness. And yes, I will be back tomorrow. And it's going to be a great game. It's going to be great. Watch a great stream watching these games. I'll be back tomorrow evening. And take care, everyone. And I will see you all very soon. So I've got some chats here. Capslock 959 to a season as manager. I'll just reply to you here. Another save. I would like to do I'd like to do a save, but as I said, concentrating and having the attention span for all of these things is a challenge. Right. That has been the stream for today, and I will see you all very soon. And tomorrow I'll have the Champions League, Europa League finals, maybe even the Conference League final. Hang on a second, wait, let me just check. Let me just do the Euro Cup. Come on. Euro Cup 2, all the way down here. Is there room for the final? It's on the 25th. Let's book that too. So we've got so many finals here. I'll save the game now. Absolutely incredible. All right. Brilliant stuff. And I will see you all. I'll see you all tomorrow when I find time in the afternoon. But until then, thank you all for watching. And this is goodbye for today. And take care. And I need to replenish my energy sources.